Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be explaining the Fortnite lore from the lore we already figured out. This will be obvious lore, obviously, and probably be some. And we'll probably be making up predictions on our way.
We may have to look up some stuff.
Yeah, but as everyone knows. Ice Midas. So let's just start it off here. If you guys go to Tabor Hill's videos, right? I mean not Tabor Hill, sorry. If you guys go to Donald Mustard's, I think it's Facebook account, not sure. He posts like Fortnite leaks about like everything.
Yes.
Like he said dude once, and then the next few weeks or the next day or the next like week, the dude skin comes out.
Coincidence?
We think not. And as everyone knows, he said that his favorite skin was Midas, and he's not dead. And then a couple days after that, he said that, right? In the next few weeks, the Ice Midas skin comes back.
Yes.
And
I
then,
like to say one thing. There has been leaks of a teenager Midas in the works, so I think we might be going back in time in the new Fortnite comic that is coming out.
the Marvel Fortnite comics, which was just what we were about to get to. So, as everyone knows by now, there are Fortnite comics. Fortnite's made comics with a lot of crossovers. If you guys didn't realize, they added the Marvel skins because of their new comic coming out, which was DC Marvel. I mean, not DC Marvel, but Marvel in general. So, after that Marvel thing was leaked,
we should start from this first season, the lore actually started. The lore.
Yes, Chapter 1, Season 3.
Superhero? No, not superhero.
So, as everyone knows, there was this government truck going around the map. Like, there was government trucks around everywhere in Chapter 1. Well, now with the information that we have from Chapter 2 and now the information from Chapter 3, people have discovered that the government trucks were actually IO trucks. IO was disguised as a government to get into the island and infiltrate it.
On the Chapter 2 island, we could see the robot dude that was made. And then we have the rock feeling that sadly is now gone.
That came back in Chapter 5, and Season 5, sorry. Not Chapter, my mistake.
Yeah, but I think there's a little bit more lore behind the rock family and that Optimus Prime robot thing.
You mean the Mecha Team leader?
No. There was a truck that was in the bottom of our ocean near Krabby Fish.
Oh, you mean I forgot his name, the truck robot?
Yeah.
Yeah, so as everyone knows, he was on the last island, but he was dead. He was lying in the ocean dead.
Let's say dead.
Dead. Straight up just dead. So, you could also drive his head off. And that would break his whole body off. So I feel like that, you see the Daily Bugle over here? Everyone knows that crossover locations and crossover skins in Battle Pass don't exactly stay the same. They always get deleted or something like that. So, the Daily Bugle, with the leaks we have, it either turns into a Star Wars location or the Seven's workshop.
Well, we're still, wait, this Chapter 4 that we're talking about now?
Chapter 3, Season 2.
No. Wait,
so, the Daily Bugle will get a people think the Daily Bugle, if there is a live venue, the Daily Bugle will erupt, destroying Tilted. Because Fortnite has threatened us already about Tilted and the Colombos. Really, bro?
Nice, man.
So, as everyone knows,
And there's another thing that I feel like not what we keep talking about, which actually makes sense. The 7IO, we all know there's not going to be a relevant this season, right?
no, nobody knows. Everybody knows that.
So, there's this one leak that says, if we do get a live event this season or next season, we're gonna have a monster from like the Mecha Team Leader that fight. But this thing's gonna be 2 times larger. But
Well, instead of a Cuddle Team Leader robot, it would be a Foundation robot.
no, it's gonna be the Pendant. Well, that silent thing.
Also,
But she's gonna come.
this event did start getting leaked in Chapter 2, Season 3, when the Shadow Mecha Team Leader came out.
Yeah.
Because nobody knew why the Shadow Mecha Team Leader came out.
Because the Paradigm, I don't know, he's like
Paradigm.
Yeah, Paradigm. She's from that season. She's the one who's controlling the robot during. But she forgot.
And then people also feel like that Paradigm is Singularity. And that makes so much sense. Because she appeared when the Paradigm left.
I feel like the lore pretty much started in Chapter 2, Season, like...
2, really?
5.
Because... 5?
No, more like Chapter 2, Season... Actually, no, yeah, Chapter 2, Season 1, I feel like. But obviously it didn't.
Season 1 didn't have no lore at all. Season 1... The Season 1s are always just like about fun.
Yeah, but... So we do have lore this season with the scientists, but there's a little bit of lore on
If
the
you've been
team,
doing your season quest,
which I have not.
I've not been either because I'm already my level goal. But there has been secret dialogue and secret quests compared to the IO.
I have seen leaks from a YouTuber I will not name because he does clickbait a little bit. But
yes,
he does not clickbait on this video though, because I actually went up and tested my research. We will be getting the same thing as Chapter 2 Season 2. Not vaults, but I mean skins. We'll be able to pick either
well,
IO or 7. IO or 7, that's good. You have to pick a skin though. Like the... So, guys remember, in Chapter 2 Season 2, you had to pick between Ghost or Shadow for skin stats. There is a leak saying that might be true for this upcoming season.
yes. Also, I would just like to say, compared to his research and my research, there is a lot going on, as everyone knows, right?
Yes.
And people have already started making skins for the next Battle Pass. And one of the skins that actually may be true is a Doggo mixed with a Doggo 7 or Doggo IO. And if he's in the Battle Pass, you would have to pick between one of them.
There's a spray mythic over there, by the way.
I see it.
Yes.
So,
we may
and it would also, whoever, if like you picked, as everyone knows, you know how like in Chapter 2, Season 2, compared on the votes people said, Epic would change it to like Shadow or Ghost.
Yeah.
If IO gets more votes than 7, the IO wins the war. But if the 7 gets more votes than the IO, the 7 wins the war. So basically, we decide who wins the war.
Actually, not really. Last time we did that, Midas just took out the weather machine and said, tsunami time.
No, the IO created the tsunami for Plan B. Midas was trying to save everybody by getting the storm out.
Yeah, but there's also the lore that how people have escaped the group. So I feel like we should start going to the Mecha Team Leader area, Or we should go where we first saw the 7 at least. So the 7 came wait, I think 7 came in
Chapter 1, Season 3.
I thought it was Season 4.
Season 4, yeah, Season 4 actually.
So in Season 4 we have the Visitor. right?
Yeah, then the scientist and then the paradigm. There's a kid on me, by the way.
Hopefully the island will stay flooded. Until then, let's refrain from messing with
Let's go.
anything. No drilling or digging or planting flowers.
Well, we all
Please,
know that.
don't litter.
So I think, wasn't there the meteor that hit in season 4, or was that season 3? I don't know.
Season 3, the meteor hit. But in season 2, people already saw the meteor coming.
Yeah, so it's a lot of lore behind it, like the FNAF lore. I might go over that while I'm playing security breach one day.
But not while we're playing Fortnite.
Yeah, not while I'm playing Fortnite, obviously.
Because we're talking about Fortnite, not FNAF. FNAF is a much easier lore to understand.
I would put some video on that. So that's how I know everything. Michael William Afton.
Don't copyright us.
5 Minutes at Freddy's.
Stop before it gets copyrighted.
I don't think that actually is the song. No lie. This kid's following us. Are you in a fight?
No, I'm following him. He ran the other way into storm though.
No,
Alright, so where were we?
we're talking about how the 7 came to the island.
Also, you know the elite combat style for the Foundation?
Yes.
So, people suspect that that style for the Foundation is actually what would happen if he turned to the IO side.
Holy true. I actually
Like
used
a
to-
looped,
I-
that was a looped version of him that he turned from if he joined the
And I think we all know the origin is probably going to be the secret skin next season.
Bro, he has the Foundation's Mythic!
Yeah, both above him. I have Gunner's Mythic, so.
Alright, I don't really care.
So,
As everyone knows, so let's get back to the Mecha Team Leader, shall we?
so Mecha Team Leader is built by, what's her name again?
Singularity.
Or, yes, we'll call her Singularity. But, and she was controlled, but as we all know, it was a really close battle, and we would have probably lost. But there is a theory coming that states, I'm not reading this right here, but it states, this is my theory obviously, but there's a
It might
theory-
not be true. We might make up our own theories and predictions, as I said in the video at the beginning of the video.
if we copyright someone, but if their monster does report, and like I said at the beginning of the video, it'll probably be a bigger 2.0.
Well, because there has been a leaked loading screen that have the IO picking up monster eggs. I could use some help, bro. So, now that I'm dead, I can explain more about the lore as my friend Exotic Frostbite, as my friend Frostbite explains the rest of the lore.
So, well, you're helping.
Yeah, of course.
So, as you all know, Robot RC defeated
The monster by legit grabbing the sword and stick it right in its throat.
out of Neil Tilted, by the way. No one thought that would happen. I was surprised when I saw the event. We were all surprised that day.
Yes, also I would like to say that there has been another chapter 3 lore thing going on. That this map is the chapter 1 map, but the foundation, but the 7's vision of it.
Actually, does it spin a little bit?
Because the volcano's in the same place, Tilted's in the same place, Loot Lake's in the same place.
Yeah, I see that. That's going strong for boot, yeah. I was like, no.
And Greasy Grove's in the same place. And I would just like to say, the Season X Greasy Grove.
I'll give you some I'll give you my SMG and my
Alright, you might want to take that kid down first.
Just run. I have 2 medkits, so
Alright.
it's okay. It's alright. So,
So-
I don't know. So, as we go further into the lore, we have the butterfly, right? We're out of the game for about, what, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
But when we came back, it was chapter 2. In chapter 2, season 1, there wasn't really much more.
Also, there's another theory going on about chapter 1. That the black hole wasn't a black hole. It was strong enough to flip the island over and smack it down onto the ground, but keep us because the battle bus didn't get sucked up into the black hole, but we came back on the battle bus.
Yes, that does not make sense. So
Also, there was 4 to 5 people that were already on the chapter 2 Matt Island.
Want to explain who those people were?
Turk, Journey, Ripley, 8 Ball and Scratch. I forget. Well, 8 Ball actually, just 8 Ball, and then the most lore-filled character of that season that we never saw ever again was Fusion, which people have actually suspected Chaos Agent's experiment. When Chaos Agent got into the 0 point, he was studying it, and he was able to decode the power and make fusion out of it. Because nobody knew where fusion came from.
You're right.
And then, Chaos Agent just suddenly disappeared after that season, then came back in chapter 2, like season 4 or something, or season 3.
Yeah, but now we're gonna get there, but now we're in chapter 2, season 2. This is probably the most lore season up until chapter 3, obviously, but
Chapter 3 is one of the most lore-filled, is the most lore-filled.
There was a little bit of, like, a lot of lore. We had Midas, and the key cards. I don't think anyone was paying attention to that, and I don't think anyone noticed there was lore that season. That
Also,
made me where we are today.
yes, but I would just like to say, back to my theory about the chapter 3 map being the chapter 1 map. You see that little thing sticking out over in Cuddle Camp, over at the Greasy Grove? That is Mecha Team Leader's arm. Nobody knew, and as everyone knew, he went to space. Probably to see the Paradigm again, because if you've been listening to the audio logs made by the 7 of Paradigm is in space. So people suspect that Paradigm, aka Singularity, was in the Mecha Team robot, right?
Yeah.
Well, as it went off to space. I'll be right back, guys.
Don't go in too long. I'm fighting heads. So while he's AFK, there is a lot more lore and we need to explain. I don't think we really explain it, but we know Midas did that, but we didn't really. Chapter 2, season 3, we need to get there, okay? So in chapter 2, season 3, we had a little bit of lore, I'll have to say. Sorry if I'm saying.
Alright, I'm back.
Chapter 2, season 3, I didn't think that had that much lore. It was more like...
No, chapter 3 was mostly a fun season where everyone got to chill out, relax from all the lore.
No, I'm talking about chapter 2, season 3.
Yeah, I know. Chill out season.
Until we get to chapter 2, season 4.
4.
This is the season
Which
we
was
know
a crossover battle pass, crossover season.
I also want to see a crossover battle pass to Star Wars. If there are some leaks about Darth Vader.
Next battle pass. But then there are some leaks about chapter 3, season 4 being a Star Wars collab or DC collab.
And
But that's not confirmed yet, that's just a leak.
So, in chapter 2, season 4, we had Galactus coming to get us. And I actually did listen to the lore, obviously. But we realized Galactus
It's not so friendly.
he slept
He basically tried to eat the 0 point.
So he become actually he didn't win. But we got all the battle bosses in there. Tony Stark killed us.
Yes,
And
of course.
he blew up.
He did not blow up. Galactus did not blow up. He went back to his reality. And there has been another lore going around that Asgard is actually very close to the Fortnite island. Like a couple light years. Closer than you think. Because they traveled from Asgard to Fortnite Chapter 2 in one season. In 1 month.
That explains a lot, but not that lot.
Which a lot of people are actually thinking after that comic that the next season would be a Marvel season and that there would be an Asgard location. I mean, it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
For Asgard to be that close and not even to be in the season.
Yeah,
Like we only had one or two Marvel locations that season. Not that many, if you ask me.
Well, once that was over, it was like, but
Bounty Hunters.
I feel like we should skip right to chapter 3 where we are right now. Because this time I feel like this is the season that has the most lore for a while.
Like basically the season has just been lore filled for like the whole decade of the season.
So we find out Dr. Sloan betrayed us. I forget what season that was.
Season 7.
Season 7.
Chapter 2.
Season 8. We have season 8.
No, because she betrayed us in the season 7 live event where she said she would leave us to die.
Yeah, then we had a season 8, right?
But that was before we knew that we were in the loop, so we actually thought we were gonna die. And if you get in, you have 22 minutes in the loop thanks to Batman comics, we figured that out.
Yeah, and I think we had chapter 2 season 8, I'm pretty sure. Or no. It's hard to remember, sorry.
It's fine. But then in chapter 2 season 8, she was going around the map. She unvaulted the unvaulting, which everyone was actually very disappointed in. It was just a hideout. Legit a hideout.
And then we have this chapter. We find out Sloan is still alive.
We never thought she was dead.
Yes, obviously.
Michael Lou, I killed the bird. I killed the bird.
I only wanted to shotgun ammo. But as we find out, she is still alive this season, and we think she's going back to Devour. And there is a 3-1 round since Gunner is Sloan's right-hand man. But we don't really know what happened to Jonesy. He's
going around the map, and if you go to him as Sloan, he's like, well, this is awkward. And if you go to him as Foundation, he says, still working on that Geno. And I feel like the Geno is the Origin's real name.
No, it's not. If you watch this leakers video, the Geno is the leader of the IO.
That's not confirmed yet, though.
But we think the Geno is the leader of the IO, and we all know the Foundation is leader of.
But then Paradigm betrayed them and worked for the IO because Singularity was working for the IO.
Yeah.
So we think that they did so that we think that the sisters and the Origin also did so, and then the two loyal people to the Foundation, which were the Scientist and the Visitor, we thought that they were gonna stick with the IO. I mean, stick with the 7 as the Origin and the sisters soon to
Well, the Foundation's making them, I'm pretty sure, calling them all back for a war. Like I said, it's gonna be just like Shadow versus Ghost, probably more violent.
Yes, probably more violent. And basically, it hasn't been confirmed yet, but if you've been keeping up with the Fortnite surveys, the Origin and the two sisters were in them. And they were confirmed to be coming, actually.
I have a theory that it's probably something, what if the sisters weren't actually called sisters? What if it's only one sister with different styles? And the sisters, the reason it has two sisters next to each other because one died right after birth.
Or, here's another theory I have. theory would make sense too, but it wouldn't go exactly with yours. The theory is that, hold up 1 second.
Explain the lore while I battle, please.
Alright, so here's my lore. The sisters are actual sisters, but you get to choose what style you want from them in the battle pass. You could either choose the blue hair or the red hair one.
Which one's black, but okay.
I'm not sure, I haven't seen the server in a while.
Yes.
How'd you die?
I got AR'd.
Oh. Alright, so everyone already knows that the Origin has a cube on their neck.
Yes. If you
So
didn't know
he could be related to the Cube Queen. Listen me, hear me out. They could be siblings.
Turn the lobby, by the way.
Or they could have been much more than siblings. I don't want to say that on YouTube though.
You mean like boyfriend and girlfriend?
Like, no, evolved. More evolved. So, yeah, so you basically know what we're saying. And then they got, you know, and then they became enemies and then they tried to kill each other. It would explain a lot actually, but the siblings would make more sense.
Yes.
But you can't be a queen without a king.
Oh,
So the cube queen would be a cube princess if she was married. So there would be a cube queen, a cube king.
You're right.
You get
there
it?
has to be a cube king. There has to.
Because that would make more sense. And then there's another theory about the cube queen coming back and the cube queen not dying. Because we never saw her die. We saw a big explosion going to the right. And then on the right, and then if you look on the right of the island, there's a glowing yellow sphere.
Yes.
Coincidence? I think not. Because it's the same direction she was blown into. Same mountain she was blown into. And on the chapter 2 island, that did not have a big hole in it. Beautiful guitar playing. So as we were going back to the cube queen and something else, you can't be a queen without a king. So there would have to be a cube king. And the person that we most think would be the cube king would be... Well, this is our theory, so it might not be true. It's a very low chance it's not true. A very high chance it is. Not a very low chance it is, but a very high chance it isn't. That the Cube King is the closest character we've gotten to a Cube King would be the Origin. He also had an unmasked version in the survey. Which was a cube fire on his head.
Coincidence? I don't think so. But it would explain a lot.
It would.
This is also explaining the lore of Fortnite and how we can see it come. So,
oh, and if you guys want to see proof, look on that island over there. It's hard to see, but you see it on that mountain? That big, the mountain with the hole, with the really good hole? That yellow sphere over there? You see that, guys? So, she was about right there when the island flipped, right? And she went, and the thing went on for like, over there, like off the screen, right? If you calculate that correctly, the mountain's off the screen. Which would mean that we, when we were dead, we came from over there. But we would have to be over here. Because we landed at that island over there. Which, according to my calculations skills, that would be, she would have bounced over here. But then again, we could have been right there. And we just traveled around the Fortnite island until we reached our destination. Because we all knew that she fell on the side. That if you were paying attention, she fell on the side where the whatever it's called is, like the snowy area was, like log jam and Camp Cuddle area, like that area over there. That was actually where she fell. If you were looking close to the island and you kept looking at that right direction, that is where she was. And we were right next to the desert. So the tsunami knocked us off course and brought us over to that area. And then that area, oh, and as we just bought a Sauron skin, she was like a part of the shadow, right?
Yeah.
And the skins that were like Turk, Journey, 8-Ball, they had their own style. And then Scratch got corrupted because he killed 8-Ball. Because he killed 8-Ball, right? That's why he was getting corrupted later in the season.
Maybe.
And he was disappearing because he killed his loop self. He killed the person he looped from. Also, I would just like to say that these are V-Bucks. The walls in the pawn shop are V-Bucks.
Question. No. So, as we all know, we know that there's a big battle about that.
Yes.
We think there may be a little, I think there may be a little bit of blood maybe?
No, Fortnite has nothing to do with blood.
Until now.
But there has been a leak that could have something to do with the Battle Pass. About a fear. About a fear thing going on. Like in Call of Duty, where like, I think it's Call of Duty, but when like you get scared or something, like you start getting blinded. Fortnite could be adding that next season, and then the monster roams the island. And then when you got close to the monster,
yeah,
you would get fear.
This is one of my theories. I believe the monster is gonna be back, but not for till the live event next season. Wait,
But he could be like roaming the island and killing people around the island.
I think he's gonna destroy all of the big landmarks. So he's gonna destroy. He's gonna get rid of Sanctuary. Get rid of Sanctuary because he's gonna come up from here and like bite down on the foundation statue.
Probably. But then here's another theory, guys. You know that door on the foundation statue, under the foundation statue where he stands?
Mm-hmm.
That could be related to
What
the
if it's
thing.
their headquarters, like where they do all the like send off the
It
rockets?
would make sense because there's no way they just live on like a full-on just straight up mountain, would they?
Help.
I'm
Actually,
going
no,
to get
keep
a
going,
treasure
keep going.
map.
Keep going, keep going, keep going. I'm fine.
I'm not getting a treasure map right now, buddy.
Yeah, I realized that. How dare you cut off my spider web?
So as everyone knows, VIO has been doing bad stuff lately, like killing.
Like, threatening Jones' life, to be honest.
Yeah, they basically, but that was a threat. They didn't threaten that machine. They did not threaten him. They were trying to erase his memories so they would servant him
Yeah.
again. You get it, guys?
Yeah. But remember he worked for them until, yeah. Now
And then the
I
Geno could also be his father, which is another theory that actually a lot of people have thought. But this is our theory. It isn't his father. That isn't his father. Except Jones looped, is a looped version of the Geno that turned good. Or the Geno is a looped version of Agent Jonesy that turned bad. No. I have a golden auto though. So do you get my theory now?
Yes. I have a personal theory that I think is true. You know how he has Columbo's this season?
Yes.
The monster in Columbo is gonna fight, and all the Columbos are gonna try to fight him, but they're gonna lose. That's when the Foundation gets desperate, and Salone thinks she's already won, and gets a little too, thinks she's already won, celebrates too early. This is when we'll see, Singularity come in.
AKA the Paradigm.
This is where we think, I think, we'll see Paradigm come into this universe. Well, China's in space, but this is why I theory that this is where she will come in. She will, well, she's fighting the monster. You already have one.
Alright, I got one from my chest.
While she's fighting the monster, the Foundation and Jones are gonna be fighting Salone and Gunner.
So people say that there will be an Agent Jones skin that's prisoner next battle pass. That's not true. Because if you go around the island, he's no longer in his prison uniform. And basically, that would not be true because he wouldn't have it on, and he would never put it back on.
Yeah, why would you put
that means that it couldn't be a skin.
In the comic book, though, he has it on in the comic book.
But not in Fortnite. In the comic book, he has it on, but in Fortnite, he doesn't. Which I find a little weird. If he doesn't have it on in the comic, if he has it on in the comic book, how does he not have it on in the game? Because he has his Season 6 outfit on.
Oh, you're true. But what if?
And last season, and if you're saying it's because Fortnite doesn't want to leak any more skins, Star must have already leaked the skin. And they leaked the mushroom skin guy in Season 8 by making him an NPC.
And also, Fortnite has done some updates on the new lightsabers.
Yes, that has. And people have been suspecting a Darth Vader skin.
Listen, it's either this is gonna happen, either this or this. Okay? Either Chapter 2 Season 2 is gonna be a full Star Wars season?
Probably unlikely.
It's 50% chance of happening. Or
49.
Or we're gonna have like a teenager Midas as a level 100 skin.
Level 100 could be the Origin.
No, I think the Origin would be the secret skin.
But then what would the Sisters level be? 1?
Sisters are probably gonna come to the item shop, to be honest.
No, the only item shop skins they actually ever released out of the 7 is only Paradigm.
I know.
The Sciences was actually free for 1 day in Season X.
I'm just saying it's probably true that we're probably gonna get them in the item shop. It's likely to happen.
Very likely.
But even if we do get them in the item shop, it's probably maybe 1,200.
For their bundle or just for both of them at the same time?
For one of them. But if we call it the bundle's gonna be probably 2,800. I know, it doesn't make sense. I feel like Fortnite has been making discounts on some things, so I feel like they would make like level 100 kind of stuff. Like the Sisters could be level 1, and then you could either choose to pick the red one or the red one or the blue one. Yeah, because I picked only ghost person I picked was Brutus.
I picked the only shadow people I picked was Sky and Midas.
How could you?
Yeah, it was legit. My pickings were the exact opposite of what Fortnite picked for everybody.
We might want to get the circle, by the way.
Mostly I did Meowsco's Ghost because I liked him like cute.
I liked him bad boy style.
Yeah, probably.
He looks like a baddie word. Don't ask where I got that from.
I see it a lot.
Okay, we have kids.
More like a punk style people. Naughty.
Yeah. Don't ask where I'm going this one, but see what this guy has. I needed this AR. How many have to get that AR? That's it.
Gotti.
But as we all know, we are seeing a war. It's been pretty much confirmed.
War has been pretty much confirmed. Reality war, war's pretty been confirmed, but we don't know what season exactly yet, because it could be chapter 2, season 3, for all we know.
And we all know. So every season, Fortnite likes to copy. So every other season. So chapter 2, season 4
Yeah.
was season 4 and chapter 1 superheroes, right?
Exactly.
And pretty sure we add wildlife in that season as well.
No, wildlife was never added until chapter 2, season 6.
But what season did we get cars in?
See chapter 2, season 3.
And what time did quads come in?
Chapter 2, season 3.
No, stop that idea. But you see what I mean? It mimics a season kind of.
Because each season is all, because the season is looped as well.
Wait, I just started this situation about everything, but it says Omega. Now I have a new theory. What if Omega is the origin?
Omega?
Yeah, the Omega story.
So that means that if our theory about the Cube King and our theory about Omega is right, that would mean that he has 3 different character roles. Himself, Omega, and King Cube. That would actually not be a bad name for a skin, to be honest. That, like, like Cube King, or King Cube.
Yeah. Well, I feel like we've covered a little bit of everything, but I don't know if you've covered anything, because that's all I have.
That's all you got?
Yeah, you got anything?
I kind of do, actually.
Say it, see it.
So, everyone knows that Midas has his own restaurant now, right?
Yeah,
That's not Midas' restaurant. That's Marigold's restaurant.
Oh my god. Everyone thought it was
And
Midas.
Marigold is trying to recreate her father's plan.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's pretty much
Marigold is trying to recreate her father's plan, right? But hear me out. This may sound stupid, but this next part could blow your mind off. And Midas is actually working for the 7, because Midas was a former IO agent in the pictures in Sloan's office.
But yeah, you can see in the thing. But what? Because you know that black flash bundle and Midas was in it. What if that's his 7 outfit?
And the 7 made it for him.
But he betrayed them. Oh, it's actually a good combo right here.
But here is where the Lord comes in all this. So Marigold's trying to create her father's plan, right? Midas couldn't make the device without Jules. Jules and
Your mic's cutting out from my screen. Say it again, like Jules what?
disconnecting, sorry. So Jules in the summer was hanging out with her father, right?
Yeah.
And then Marigold was nowhere to be seen. But in season 6 or season 7 or season 8, I forgot which season, if you went up to Marigold as Midas, he says, I'm working on the plan, don't worry. He says like the plan or something else about the plan. And then if you go to her as Jules, she's like something else about the plan, like this plan will have to be ready soon or something.
And
so
Jules made Kit, and Kit was Jules.
Thought was Miss Jouskles.
We don't know what Jules is.
Jules.
Hold on, what?
I'll keep continuing this. So Jules could be in the 7's workshop that we see in the background of the loading screen, the door right under the foundation. She could be in there working for the foundation, but then making a counterpart for the device. Oh, so you want to hear what I just said? Jules could be in the workshop underneath the 7, right? Working on a project for the 7, right? But then she could also be secretly working on the device parts that Marigold would need. People are also saying that Jules is a looped version of Marigold, or Marigold is a looped version of Jules.
Yeah, it's probably a young version. And I have to say something, if you go to FNCS Finals Live, how does Foundation have a sniper that looks like a railgun? Did you notice that?
You mean the live event?
No, go to the FNCS Finals on the news and look what he's holding. Looks, and I think that is the 0 point in the middle of it.
I don't see the Foundation.
In the news, press L2.
I know, I'm on the news. What side?
FNCS Finals Live now.
I know, but like I'm talking about like what side on like the loading screen, because I see man cake, fish stick.
And I'll send it to you.
Oh my god, I saw something. Oh wait, that's popcorn. I thought the dummy was eating like fish or eggs or something, and that would be like a new consumable or something, but he's eating popcorn.
I'm fixing you this. What is this? Oh, okay, I'll take a video, but this is a sniper, but what is that in the middle?
It was in, did you know? You already know that, or, buddy, you already know that was in the, that's not what I show up for. Mine is like a crowd of people.
Why does he have the 0 point chart in his sniper?
But I need to tell you something. That was in the live event. You know that gun? You know that gun that the Foundation gave to the Agent Jones?
Yeah.
Agent Jones dropped it into the 0 point. But do you know what stance he was doing when he shot with it? A Han Solo stance. And Han Solo is in the skin of Fortnite. Coincidence?
I think not.
Precisely. So, that's a leak about the next season. Star Wars, maybe. But that's all we got.
So
that's all we got.
Well, there's one other thing. What if, there's one thing I want to say. What if the 7 loses? And
if the 7 loses, we die.
In the middle of the thing, and Foundation is actually secretly working for Sloan, and they kiss while we get put in the jail.
You're creepy. Because you realize that the Foundation is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Yes, that's why it makes it so real.
You are creepy. You are creepy. You are creepy.
I'm just saying, I wouldn't be surprised if the Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson or the Foundation exists.
But here's the thing. This outfit is a combat style. Hear me out on this. Looks like he's part of the IO.
Yeah, but if
it could be a looped version of him.
Yeah, and we all know that like all the 7 has special masks, like logos they have. So like tactical, I think is the visitors.
Tactical is the visitors, yes.
And the elite is the scientists.
The scientist is not that.
Well guys, that's all we really have.
That's all we got for today. Except I have something to add to my Jules one actually.
What one?
So you know how Marigold's restaurant on the edge of the island that people think is Midas?
Yeah.
People also, I've noticed something else. Midas is a ghost, right? So here's a theory I have about the Last to Laugh bundle. So before the Last to Laugh bundle came out, we had Shadow Midas, right?
Yes.
Joker took Shadow Midas. No, not the Joker, sorry. The 7 took Shadow Midas, made him the 7 suit, so that he could control his shadow powers, right?
Yes. Wait. Does
this not also have something to do with creative? The only mythic that has not been added to creative is Midas's drum. No, not swords. Midas's drum gun. We have Shadow Midas's drum gun, but the thing is, do we have Midas's?
Now you remind me of that. So we all know there's this mythic in the game, the swords. Actually, let's go to creative and I'll show them.
They're not in creative yet.
Yeah, they are. I thought they
No,
were.
they're not. Not yet. It was a leak. It was a leak. They haven't been added yet.
That means it's done, but you also got me thinking, what if I'm saying the scientist is another celebrity like The Rock, but it's John Cena?
No. He was already
'Cause
confirmed. The actor for the scientist was already confirmed.
Who is it then?
It's some guy from a 70s show that was like, thought he was like the best person in the world. Best person at everything that was bragging about everything.
We are getting a Peacemaker thing though, I'll tell you
A
that.
Peacemaker skin, yes we are. It's been leaked, not confirmed though.
Yes. Well, that's
So-
all we have for today, guys, to be honest.
Yeah, to be honest, this was a pretty long video.
And I have a lot of editing to do.
I have a lot of editing to do also before I can post it. So you'll probably be seeing this video around like next week or so.
By the time you're watching this, by the time I post this, it'll probably be chapter 3, season 2.
By the time you're watching this, by the time you're watching this, it'll already be like the last week of chapter 3.
Yeah, because I have a lot of editing.
So watch this before. I'm gonna put this in my title. Watch this before chapter 3, season 2.
We will make an update on this. Like obviously, like
We're like the lore duo, so we'll make it like every last month of every season. So other from that, Icy is gonna see you guys later.
As I said, Frosty out.
Icy.